Hey, it's Mike D here with cyberspaceyourplace.com and reputationmarketing.ninja. So real quick, in this video I want to demystify the idea of search engine optimization for your local business. A few things. Number one is there's 3 ways to be found on Google, okay, when someone does a search for your local business. Number one is you can be found in the organic results. Those are those little blue links you see all over the page of Google. You can also be found in the local results, those dots. Let's say you're in a far off land and you're looking for a place to eat and you search, casual dining or a breakfast place or whatever right on your smartphone, those little dots that come up, or even those dots that come up on your desktop. The other way to be found on Google is through paying for ad space. Google AdWords. Cool thing about Google AdWords is if it's done right strategically, it can really work and you can get a good return on your investment. Also, you can be found in the Google Display Network, which is your ads placed on other content websites. But again, talk to a professional before you do any kind of Google AdWords. So you get those 3 ways to be found. So let's just talk about how to be found in the natural results or the local results. That's when you have a website and a strong local presence that is optimized properly and there's some sort of strategy behind it that helps it elevate to the first page of Google. Now on a desktop website, a desktop search, you're probably going to be served about 16 different choices depending on the market, right? You're going to be served all the dots on the map, you're going to be served some ads when you're searching, and you're going to be served some organic results, usually below those dots on the map. I hope that's kind of making sense. So if I was to draw it, you have the square, let's say it's a desktop website, right, laptop, and you have your paid ads here, down the line there. I know you're probably going to hardly see it. Then you have the some paid ads here, then you have your dots, and then you have organic, and you're going to end up with a whole bunch of, like I said, about 16 different spots. On a mobile phone, on a mobile smartphone, you actually have less results that you're going to see. Probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 or 6, because the screen is so small, and some of those are going to be paid ads. So you got to know how you can be found, those 3 ways. The last thing you want to do is when you're thinking about a search engine optimization strategy, I want you to think of three words, okay? 3 words to start your search engine optimization strategy. Number 1 is what? What are we selling? Number 2 is where? Where are we selling it? Number 3, who else is selling it? Those 3 words, what, where, and who, determine your SEO strategy. Think about this for a second. This is where small companies really get into trouble and get all mixed up, because number 1 is, what are we selling? We're selling this particular service, or we got this kind of food, we're a food restaurant place, or we're a brick and mortar whatever. The what is the services and the keywords and the phrases. That's what you want to be found for. The where is the geography. What is the span? What market are we serving? What towns are we serving? We're serving a 100-mile radius, or are we serving, a 5-mile radius? You got to be really clear on your geographic radius. The last thing, who. Now I know who you, meaning your business, is selling this in this area, but what about the competitors? How many competitors would have the same answer to their what and to their where? How many competitors are in your area that are doing the same thing you are, or at least on the surface, looks like to the general public that they're doing the same thing you are? That right there, the who, determines how much you're going to need, how much SEO work you're going to need, how much you're going to invest in search engine optimization, whether you're going to even need a strategy beyond a decent website and a decent local presence. Because I'll tell you what, if your what and your where and your who is really cut and dry, and you don't have a ton of competition in your area for your keywords and phrases for your services, guess what? Well, beyond a decent website, beyond a decent local presence, getting some good reviews online, things like that, what else do you really need to do? Because there's not a whole lot of competition. Remember this, a lot of times people, especially that sit on the really far left of things, they don't like this analogy, but search engine optimization is like warfare. And in warfare, you have to consider the enemy. Now in business, I know it's friendly competition, it's not about scarcity, I get it. Not about scarcity, there's plenty of business for everyone. But there is still, on the surface, competition, perceived competition, for folks, other businesses that do the same thing you do. It's just part of life. So your search engine optimization is like warfare in the sense that you have to consider what the enemy is doing, and then obviously how many enemies are there. Because let me tell you, if there's 5 enemies, well, not a whole lot you have to do to be on the first page of Google in your area for those service terms. If it's a large area and there's multiple enemies, then yeah, you got to get your search engine optimization in order. So here's the best way to start. Figure out where your search engine optimization is right now. Get a thorough analysis of where you stand for your current ranking. Where you rank for your keywords. That's where you start. It's almost like if you're losing weight. Okay, I'm losing weight. I want to go from, I don't want to lose weight, but as an example, I want to go from 250 pounds down to 210 pounds. Well, that's where I'm starting, 250. Now, what do I have to do to get down to 210, lose those 40 pounds? That's the strategy. Same thing with SEO. All right, it's Mike D, cyberspaceyourplace.com and reputationmarketing.ninja. And hey, listen, get in touch. We're here for our clients. We're also here for our non-clients, our prospective clients. We can answer some questions for you if you have them. And we'll talk to you on the next video. Take care.